Hello friends, I welcome you in lecture number 1 on ring theory. In this lecture we are going to introduce about new algebraic structure known as ring. So first we understand what is this new algebraic structure known as ring. So far we have discussed about algebraic structure with only one binary operation. We have discussed about a group, and in a group we consider only one binary operation from G cross G to G. Now suppose our set has two binary operations. For example, suppose we consider some non-empty set, say capital R. R is a non-empty set, and suppose we consider two binary operations on this set R. Now these two binary operations are denoted by these two notations. One operation is denoted by this notation plus, and another operation is denoted by this notation. So there is nothing special about this notation, but in this special type of algebraic system known as ring, they use these two notations for two binary operations on that ring. So one operation is denoted by addition. It is a binary operation, and we know that binary operation is a function from R cross R to R. So if our set R with two binary operations denoted by plus and this juxtaposition satisfies certain properties, then this algebraic structure R with two operations plus and this is called a ring. So we are going to discuss under which properties or under which conditions this is going to be a ring. We will call this operation denoted by plus, that operation we will give that operation name as addition operation. But remember, it is not the addition operation which we are using in day-to-day life. It is the name of this operation which is denoted by plus. So your addition operation may be like this also. If I take two elements A and B, then your operation may be this type of thing also, A minus B minus A square minus B square. So that will differ from one ring to another ring, but this is just the notation for this binary operation, which we will call as operation of addition, and this binary operation we will call as operation of multiplication. So these are the binary operations on a ring which we call as ring addition and ring multiplication, or addition of operation of addition and operation of multiplication on a ring R. Now if our set R with two binary operations addition and multiplication satisfies certain properties, then it will become a ring. So first property is, under the operation of addition, R must be a commutative group, that is R with operation of addition is an abelian group. This is first condition, and we know how to check whether our group is abelian. Second condition is R with this operation of multiplication is a semi group. This is second requirement. And third requirement is distributive property. This operation denoted by this dot or operation of multiplication is distributive over addition. That is, if we consider A dot B plus C, then this is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. So with these three conditions, if these three conditions are satisfied, then our set R under these two operations will become a ring. So this is the formal definition of a ring. They can ask you define ring, then you have to write systematically in this way. Let R be a non-empty set with two binary operations, an operation of addition denoted by plus and an operation of multiplication denoted by this juxtaposition. Then R is called a ring if the following three properties are satisfied. First one is R with addition is an abelian group. Second is R with multiplication is a semi-group, and the operation dot or multiplication is distributive over addition, that is, for any three elements A, B, C in a set R, A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus A dot C, and B plus C dot A equal to B dot A plus C dot A. And again we recall that in this first condition, again we have to check four properties for group. First one is closure property, then associative property, then existence of identity, existence of inverses, and commutative property, that is A plus B equal to B plus A. Here operation is denoted by this plus notation. So closure property will be, let me repeat that things also. So here suppose I am given some set R on which I am given two operations, addition and multiplication. Again I emphasize that addition and multiplication are the notations for two binary operations on a ring. They may be different operations also. So this is not specific operations. Addition and multiplication are the notations for the two binary operations on a ring R. Instead of star, we are using this notation plus for binary operation, and another binary operation is denoted by this dot. So remember, as we have used this notation to denote binary operation on a group, and here in ring theory we are using these two notations for denoting two binary operations on a ring R. So they can be different operations from addition and multiplication also, that we will see when we will discuss examples of rings. So first requirement is R with first binary operation denoted by addition symbol is an abelian group. This is the first requirement for a set to be a ring. Now we recall the definition of group, and we know that for this condition to be satisfied we have to check five properties. So first property is closure property. So what is closure property? If I take any two elements in a ring in a set R, then A plus B must be in R. Second property is associative property. So if I take three elements, then A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Third requirement is I have to find out some fixed element E such that A plus E equal to E plus A equal to A. That is, E is the identity with respect to addition operation. Now whenever we are discussing ring theory, we will denote identity with respect to addition operation by 0. So 0 is the identity with respect to addition operation. So it is known as additive identity in a ring R. Then existence of inverses. So for inverses, suppose we take any element A, then we must have some another element B such that A plus B equal to B plus A equal to identity. Identity is denoted by 0 here. So inverse with respect to addition operation will be denoted by minus A. We will not use this notation A inverse for the inverse of A with respect to addition operation. Instead of that, we will use this notation, and it is known as negative of A. Negative of A means it is the notation for inverse of element A with respect to addition operation. So this is the property of inverses. This is identity, and we require commutative property also. So we must have a plus b equal to b plus a. So if these 5 conditions are satisfied, then R will be an abelian group with respect to addition operation. Second requirement is R with multiplication is semi-group. So for semi-group we require only 2 conditions. If we take any 2 elements in R, then A dot B must be in R, that is closure property, and we require associative property, that is A dot B dot C equal to A dot B dot C for any A, B, C in R. So this is second requirement, that R with operation of multiplication is a semi-group. And third requirement is distributive property, A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus A dot C, then B plus C dot A equal to B dot A plus C dot A. So we have to check these 2 conditions for third requirement. So if these 3 properties are satisfied, then R will be a ring with respect to this addition and multiplication operation. So remember these 3 conditions, and in fact here we have to, for first property we have to check 5 conditions or 5 properties of abelian group. Here we have to check 2 conditions, and here we have to check this and another condition. So if all these conditions are satisfied, then R is a ring under the operation of addition and multiplication. Again I emphasize that for a ring R, this addition and multiplication are the notations for binary operations. So don't be confused that I have specified these fixed operations. These are just the notations for binary operations on a ring R. So they will be different for different sets. If I have R as a set of matrices, then this addition will be used for addition of matrices. If I have R as the set of equivalence classes, or suppose I have R equal to this modulo group, then this addition will be modulo operation, addition modulo n operation. If I have 2 equivalence classes, then this addition operation will be addition modulo n. So this is just the notation. If you recall, we are using this star notation in a group, and star was the notation for binary operation in a group. Similarly, in a ring we are using 2 operations. So those 2 operations are denoted by these 2 symbols, addition and multiplication. So these are just the notations for these 2 binary operations on a ring R. So now once we have understood the definition of ring, we can see some trivial examples of ring. First one is set of integers. If we consider usual operations of addition and multiplication on the set of integers, then it is a ring. We know that set of integers with addition operation is an abelian group. So this property we have already discussed in the lecture series on group theory. It is easy to check, or it is trivial, that set of integers is an abelian group with respect to standard addition. Similarly, if we consider Z with standard multiplication, then it is a semi-group. And we know that standard multiplication is always distributive over standard addition. So this property is also satisfied for any 3 integers, a dot b plus c, and similarly b plus c dot a, that is b into a plus c into a. So because all these 3 properties are satisfied, this set of integers z under standard addition and multiplication is a ring. We consider another example. Similarly, if we consider set of rational numbers q under standard addition and multiplication, then it is also a ring, and set of real numbers is also a ring under the usual operations of addition and multiplication, because we know that q with addition is an abelian group and q with multiplication is a semi-group. Similarly for the set of real numbers. So these are the trivial examples of ring under usual operations of addition and multiplication. In upcoming lectures we will discuss how to prove that given set R is a ring with respect to given operations which are denoted by addition and this multiplication symbol. So in this lecture we have introduced the algebraic system denoted by R with two binary operations denoted by addition and this dot notation, and we have discussed that how to check whether R is a ring with respect to these two operations which are called addition and multiplication on R. So this is all about this session. I hope you like it. Thank you very much.